of those who are really impacted in this. And we can find a formula, and we need to, so at some point, find a formula of being able to provide some level of support for those individuals, whether it's a strategic differentiation between normal commercial usage, which the ordinary companies can import and sell at the right price, and leasing NNPC various stations, over 500 in the country, to now be a vehicle to provide some level of succor for transportation vehicles and the rest, so that you can reach out to the ones we're worried about. At the minimum, it will at least reduce substantially the volume of subsidy that is out there. So we need to deal with that, because we need to provide power, we need to provide roads, we need to provide education, health, so many other things. So, so it is there. Now, at what point can you do that? That's usually the question. I think increasingly everybody's aligned, even the unions are aligned on the point that you will need to deal with a subsidy issue. Subsidy is not the best for the country. Problem is, how do you take it out? When? I tried it in 2016, and I jokingly said to some of my friends that I lost almost 10 pounds in 1 week, because the sheer amount of emotion and the visceral attacks that you get out of it lifts away the logic of what you're trying to do. And so you've got to look at what is your motive, how is the economy doing, how are people faring, how do you do this? And I'm beginning to agree, which was already a fundamental position of the president initially, that before you do any of this stuff, you've got to get the refineries working. You've got to have some level of control over your own production. If you don't do that and you throw it out in the wind, commercialization might hit a top-bottom point where the prices become absolutely killing. Those are some of the arguments on the table.
Yeah, but Minister, these are not new arguments. It's always been the same over the years, even with administrations prior to this one. It's always been fix the refineries, get so many things done, and so it's like there are no new arguments here. It's a matter of
being bold enough to do what is right. No, I agree. In 2016, when I had to deal with this as GMD of NNPC, at that point in time, oil was so down. I think it was about $28 or $30 a barrel. So even getting the basic funds that we need to run the country was a problem. And then we had close to about 2 trillion being thrown into subsidy. And I went to the president and said, look, we can't continue this. It was not easy to convince him on that, obviously, because he has this, obviously his emotions towards the lower end of strata of the society. But it was an absolute imperative, and it took a lot of conversations with the union, with the assembly, with executives and all that, before we did that. Thank God we did, because if you were to have been in 90-something naira relative to the landing price today, and let me say this, I've seen some papers since my last interview saying that I've said that the price of product is going to become 180. No, I said that the landing price at which the product is brought in is about 180. I have not said anything in terms of movements from 145 to 180. But had we not done that, you would not have had a differentiation between 145 and about 85. You would have had, of 145 to 180, you would have had a difference between 180 to about 85, largely about 100 naira on the recovery. That would have been massive.
How do you cope with this? Because we said at the beginning that these arguments are right there in the street. And it's a tough call. When the authorities comment on the distortions in the sector, it is seen as a next move to increasing the pump price of petrol. When the authorities are quiet, there's a veiled suspicion that it's only preparatory, the calm before the storm, only preparatory to increasing the price of petrol. And every time there is any inkling of a discussion on the subject, petrol stations go dry.
Well, yes, how do I deal with that? I deal with that by basically forecasting that possibility and trying to deal with the problems. The reality is, I can say very authoritatively, there's no conversation yet in government on the issue of should we take away, should we increase price or not. That hasn't happened. Yeah. It will always be a yes.
Yes, right.
Because
there might well be some. Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. You're welcome, sir. Accompanied by his host, Governor Akinwumi Ambode of Lagos State. Shall we take the national anthem, please? You know, ladies and gentlemen, whenever the police band plays the national anthem and Nigerians join to sing along, it says something. It says, we believe in this entity called the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And today, the embodiment of that belief is here with us. Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, Akinwumi Ambode, Governor of Lagos State, Your Excellencies, the Governors of Ogun, Oyo, Ondo, Ekiti, Adamawa States, as well as Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State. This is a power-packed delegation accompanying the governor and receiving the President of Nigeria in this place called and known as the Center of Excellence. We welcome also the Governor-elect of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his Deputy Governor-elect, Dr. Hamzat. You're welcome. Members of the Federal Executive Council here present, members of the National Assembly, the members of the Lagos State House of Assembly here present, outstanding members of the Lagos State Executive Council, the head of service and the body of permanent secretaries, heads of parastatals and extra-ministerial agencies, Your Excellencies, former deputy governors of Lagos State here present. There are actually 3 of them here today. This is a special day indeed. We can clap if we want to clap. It is allowed. Exactly, like they say, it comes with the territory. This is the territory called Lagos. Feel at home. The managing director of Zenith Bank PLC, they are being singled out because they supported this project from the get-go. When somebody does something good, you need to praise them. Your Royal Majesties, Obas and Chiefs, my Lords, spiritual and temporal, Managing Director of Planet Projects Limited, the contracting firm that handled this project, the Managing Director of High-Tech Construction Company Limited that handled the soon-to-be visited Airport Road, chieftains of the All Progressives Congress, State Chairman of the NURTW and the RTA, and these are going to be partners in using this facility. When we talk about movement, those unions, those associations, they are key in moving Lagosians from one point to the other. Remember, you are in the most populated state in Nigeria. We love to drive it in all the time. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lagos, Mr. President. Sir, transportation, you'll agree, is key. That's why you are here today. Furthermore, movement from point to point is vital for meaningful existence and economic prosperity. Assuring both and more in a conducive environment, sir, is what this project encompasses. The reconstruction of the International Airport Road into a 10-lane bi-directional highway is further testimony of the Ambode administration's commitment to its multimodal transportation policy. I think we should commend this government. Mr. President, on behalf of all Lagosians who will take ownership of these projects, we welcome you to the Oshodi Transport Interchange. I urge you, sir, to get set to behold, feel, and experience the all-new International Airport Road. It's something else, sir. To commence this event, sir, I need to take permission from you, sir. You are the repository of executive power in Nigeria, Mr. President, sir. Will you please delegate part of that power to me so we can commence? Let's put our hands together for our president. He doesn't just smile, he smiles in approval. For us to go ahead, I have the pleasure of inviting Engineer Adebo Ali Akisanya, the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, to welcome us. Let's put our hands together for Engineer Akisanya, please.
Good afternoon. Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, distinguished senators and honorable members of the House of Representatives here present, other governors here present, our governor-elect, and the Deputy Governor-elect. Welcome to Oshodi Transport Interchange Center. And also, please permit me to stand on the existing established protocol. It is indeed my great pleasure to welcome His Excellency, the President Muhammadu Buhari, and other distinguished personality here on this auspicious occasion of the commissioning of the 4 iconic projects that exemplified the commitment of the Ambode administration to the infrastructural development that is necessary impetus for social and economic growth of our dear country, Nigeria. This is the second leg. This morning, Mr. President commissioned Ayinke House and Lagos Theatre Oregon. This afternoon, we are taking Oshodi Transport Interchange, the bus reform, the launching of the first phase of the bus reform program, and the Muritala Mohammed International Airport Road. Let me start kind of a recap on the Oshodi Transport Interchange Center. The development of the Oshodi Transport Interchange has transformed Oshodi and its environment. This unique and mammoth edifice has completely changed the landscape and also the skyline of the area, solely conceptualized and executed by an indigenous Nigerian company called Planet Project. The concept is premised on 3-pronged approach: integrated transportation system, walking, vehicular, and rail, security and leisure, 3, urban renewal and environmental regeneration. I.e., previously this area used to be market and about 13 different bus parks. The concept is to transform Oshodi into a world-class central CBD with business, transport, and leisure activities conducted in a serene, secure, clean, orderly, and hygienic environmental comparable with other transport terminals around the world. The transportation hub with a generous pedestrian walkway linking the new mall, which will be across from this place, is expected to witness between 700,000 and 1 million pedestrians every day. The massive lighting, probably you can see more at night, provide across the whole area will engender improved security, encourage a 24-hour economy with the improved quality of life of the residents. As a complement to this is the launching of the first phase of the bus reform program and the commission of the 822 medium and high capacity buses. Now, the best for the last. Muritala Mohammed International Airport Road. Just give me a minute. When I used to come from US, the first thing when I come out of the plane, I look around. I cannot say, where am I? But that, from today, has changed. The concept behind the redesigned and reconstructed Oshodi, Airport Road, is to address the traffic gridlock, security challenges, environmental degradation around Murtala Mohammed International Airport access, and give visitors to Nigeria a first good impression and readiness for doing business. The new reconstructed airport consists of minimum of 10 lanes and up to 14 lanes in some area, 2 flyovers and a U-turn, 5 pedestrian bridges, 14 bus shelters, wide and comfortable pedestrian walkway and street lights, with all the necessary road infrastructure and parapet, which we call barrier rail. This is a world standard road and has transformed the image of Lagos. First and foremost, let me deeply appreciate His Excellency Governor Akemi Ambode for giving me the opportunity and for his leadership and approval for the wherewithal to execute all these projects. And also, let me thank all the contractors that work on all the 4 projects: PPC, Bentley and Jacob, TerraCulture, Planet Project, and AIL Infrastructure, high-tech construction company, and also all the subcontractors. Particularly, I must mention all the dedicated staff of the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. They work tirelessly. The Ministry of Science and Technology, Ministry of Transportation, Physical Planning, we all work together to achieve this. Thank you all. Lastly, let me commend and appreciate the patience, understanding, and support of Lagosians, especially motorists and road users along the axis of the various projects, for their endurance during the execution of the project. Thank you all. You all can enjoy the project now. Your Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me, on behalf of the government and people of Lagos State, welcome you all to Lagos of the next level. Thank you and God bless. Let's
put our hands together for Engineer Ade Akinsoya, Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure. Well, we've got to a point where we need to make use of these 2 screens. Gentlemen, cameramen, we belong to the same category or constituency. Please, let's crouch so that the President can have a very clear view of that screen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play you
and this is where we welcome you warmly to the live broadcast of the inauguration of special state projects by the #1 citizen of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, in Lagos State. He is on a 1-day working visit to inaugurate 5 projects. This Oshodi transport interchange is the 3rd he has inaugurated while in Lagos this Wednesday. So far, Mr. President has inaugurated the Institute of Maternal and Child Health Anyike House, Ikeja. He has also inaugurated the Lagos Theatre Oregun, Ikeja. For the Institute, it can now boast of catering to mother and child care and compete favorably with any health facilities in the world. It took 7 years to be completed, and it has a capacity to cater to 170 mothers. So the benefit now is that pregnant women nursing mothers can have good health care facilities in the hospital. This newly commissioned Institute of Maternal and Child Health, formerly christened Anyike House, is indeed a laudable project geared towards promoting health care of the mother and child during pregnancy, childbirth, and after delivery. It will also offer family planning and assisted reproduction. And now a documentary on the Oshodi interchange.
The rowdy nuisance that once characterized the area will soon be a thing of the past. Since Oshodi is a melting point of Lagos, the vision to transform and regenerate it into a modern transportation hub cannot be faulted. In 2016, Governor Akinwumi Ambode unveiled the Oshodi Transport Interchange Project. Designed as a public-private partnership, it was awarded to Planet Projects Limited, an indigenous contracting firm.
The original concept of the project is based on regeneration of the whole area. There are 3 markets in that area. You have the Mostafejo, Mapoluku, and I think Cairo, something like that. When you look at the population of the area there, they have over 700,000 people moving back and forth, and you have train also.
We used to have over 25 bus parks scattered all around Oshodi. The essence of this project is to bring together all the bus parks, not only bringing them together, but erecting a befitting terminal so that people can come in, relax, under a very conducive atmosphere, take buses to their various destinations.
And then you get a better free flow of traffic.
The Oshodi Transport Interchange will have 3 terminals. Terminal 1 will cater for intercity transportation, where all buses going out of the state will take off and drop passengers on return. Terminal 2 will be solely for the Bus Rapid Transit BRT service that will cater for passengers commuting from Oshodi to Abuja, Okokomaiko, Lasu, and so on. Terminal 3 will cater for passengers navigating Oshodi to Ikoyi, Lagos Island, Surulere, Victoria Island, Ikorodu, amongst others. The project also has provision for a mega shopping plaza to be built through public-private partnership in the 3rd terminal. The 3 terminals will serve 1,000 modern buses. They will also feature multiple light effects at night. There are CCTV and 6 lifts in each of the 3 terminals. Bus movement information updates for passengers to plan their journeys also come with the terminals. Already, Lagosians passing through Oshodi marvel at the architectural masterpiece and astounding engineering design of what promises to be the #1 transportation interchange in Nigeria. It would compare with similar facilities in Europe. This iconic project has turned Oshodi to a beautiful city. Soon, people will say, if you don't spend a night in Oshodi, you have not visited Lagos. This place will be tourism-driven. Pictures of people from all walks of life at Oshodi will flood the internet. Well, the day is here for Lagosians to possess this public utility at Oshodi. This project of national pride will be commissioned by His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, President and Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria, today, Wednesday, 24th April, 2019. And now we take the one on the new international airport road. It's coming immediately after this. Thank you. Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, the gateway into Nigeria and one of the busiest airports in West Africa. Although flights come from all over the world into the commercial capital of Nigeria, the grandeur inside masked the decaying infrastructure around it. This was the busy airport road that takes passengers and empties them into the airport, dilapidated and not fit for purpose, until it received the visionary attention of Governor Akinwumi Ambode. The Lagos State government, under Ambode, is redeveloping the Lagos International Airport Road into a 10-lane international standard highway. Specifically, the design of the project includes the reconstruction and expansion of the existing carriage to 3-lane expressway in both directions, construction of 2-lane service lanes in both directions, construction of a ramp bridge for U-turn from Ajao Estate to the airport, construction of a flyover at Nako/Tollgate Point, and drainage works. The federal government approved the request to redesign and expand the road in June 2017. Subsequently, the reconstruction was flagged off in September 2017.
We are currently busy on the airport road project leading up to the international airport. We have 5 pedestrian bridges. We've got a U-turn bridge allowing vehicles to turn at 7 and 8 and come back to the airport or go to domestic.
We are now having an expanded 10-lane, 5-lane on either side of the road. We have 3 main carriageways and 2 service lanes. Basically, the carriageway is about 11 meters and the service lane is 7.4 meters. The MSC wall is being constructed. That's the mechanical stabilizer wall is being constructed. If you look to my right, the main carriageway and then the service lane on that side, the 2 has been completed. For traffic coming from the airport. For traffic going to the airport, the main carriageway has been completed. You can see the flow of traffic just behind me.
The airport road, from what I've known, my assessment, we are about 80% complete right now. So we are pushing ahead to get everything done before the end of this administration.
Almost 2 years after, residents in the area are already benefiting from the project as travel time has drastically reduced to and from the airport.
Thank God for Ambode, a man of action, a silent achiever who has given the airport environment and the airport road a very good look. This is of international standard.
I give 100% credit to Ambode because a lot of people missed their flights when this road was the former condition. But now nobody will say that he missed flight because it is now an international standard.
Today, by God's grace, through the effort of the present Governor Ambode, we can see a very progressive walk.
We can be able to drive easily. No more hold up, no more gallop, everything is smooth.
This now brings out the beauty of the international. For anybody that is coming here from abroad or you are going out from Nigeria, you will know that at least you are going out from Nigeria and you are coming into Nigeria because of the road. It's very beautiful.
The road is good. So who see good thing will see is good.
The 10-lane superhighway is also a beauty to behold, especially at night. The joy of local and international road users is boundless as His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari commissions the new Lagos International Airport Road today, Wednesday, 24th April 2019. It's goodbye traffic gridlock. Hello, smooth and happy motoring. Mr. President, thank you for your time. And I saw that you thoroughly enjoyed it, sir. Everybody, let's put our hands together for our president. There's something I'm going to tell you about the president when it's time for him to speak. Just say, Lekon, don't forget, or say it again. Lekon, don't forget. I will not forget. It's important. Ladies and gentlemen, You've seen in graphic and pictorial terms what it has taken to transform. But there are two individuals who took part, who ensured, on whose heads the governor was always shouting, "Hey, how far? Where are you gone?" Let's call one of them right now, Mr. Biodun Otunla, Managing Director of Planet Projects, to tell us briefly about this. And his case.
His Excellency, the Governor-elect of Lagos and his deputy, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol and continue with the project brief. I want to thank His Excellency, especially because we have this singular honor of being, I think, one of the few companies that the President will commission his project back-to-back within the space of 14 months. Last year, March, His Excellency was the one that declared open Ikeja bus terminal. And this year again, in the month of April 2019, we have the honor of him unveiling this first of its type in Africa, multi-level bus terminal. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'll go straight to the project briefing. Oshodi Transport Interchange, as we have today, is the first multi-level bus terminal in the whole of Africa. What we are witnessing today is actually history in making. It has never happened before, and I believe if it's going to happen, Nigeria has scored the first point. This terminal has been designed to provide facility for over 1 million passengers every day. Oshodi, that we used to know, is a very disorganized environment, very dirty, criminally prone. But today, all of that has given rise to a new edifice which is comparable to any facility, any part of the world. Mr. President, again, I will say to you that what you have seen in Oshodi today is the handiwork of your citizens, Nigerians. As I said earlier last year, that this is a project that has been designed by Nigeria, made in Nigeria, for Nigerians, and for the benefit of Nigeria. Mr. President, when you commissioned Ikeja bus terminal, your mantra then was change. But when you have come to Oshodi now, your mantra is next level. I want to say to you that you are welcome to the next level terminal in Oshodi. This terminal has provision for 16 elevators in the 3 terminals, and then 3 escalators. In all, we have 21 moving facilities for all the passengers. And not only that, we have CCTV installed to enable people move from different parts of the terminal to the other. We also have the honor of having the longest skywalk in the history of this country, just right behind you here. The skywalk is 157 meters long, and it's about 45 meters high, meaning it's 15-story high, and when you're walking from one terminal to the other. So what the skywalk does is it enables you to move from one level to another, one part of the terminal to another without any hiccup whatsoever. Mr. President, I also want to tell you that we have intelligence transport system. You can see it right here. We have a demo. You can travel any part of Lagos, any part of Nigeria, and it will tell you when the next bus is going to arrive, when your bus will depart, so you don't have to wait and you don't have to struggle in the sun. So we have made it so easy that the facilities that are enjoyed in any other part of the world are indeed available in Nigeria. And once you buy your ticket in this environment, you go there and then go on board, and then you take your bus. Also, we have facilities there that indicate to you wherever your boarding and loading area facilities are provided. I can say to you again, Mr. President, that throughout this period of this construction, a lot of Nigerians from all walks of life have worked here, have toiled day and night to deliver this project. I want to pay special tribute to them, all the workers of Planet Project that kind of provide the opportunity to be able to work together as a team. We work here day and night. This project has been delivered within a space of 2 years. In other climes, similar project of this nature take 5, 10, 15 years. And I can be quoted anywhere to have said this. But here in Nigeria, we were able to deliver this project within a space of 24 months, despite the chaotic nature of Oshodi, despite the traffic problems, security challenges. We were able to manage all of this without creating any problem. And no single day did we have any disruption whatsoever throughout the time this project was constructed. The other facilities that we have include taxi park and car ride for people that want to use car park and ride. You can actually park your car in Oshodi and travel to any part of Lagos without any hassle whatsoever. The other interesting element of this project is the mall that is coming on the other side under a PPP. It's a private sector development, so that will be linked to this terminal. So you can arrive at any point in time, and then you can go to a shopping mall, and the hotel is also provided there. And from there, you can rest and then take your bus to anywhere you want to go. Mr. President, I want to say to you that this is a new center of Lagos. By this project, the government of His Excellency Akinwumi Ambode has relocated the skyline of Lagos, the center of Lagos, from Lekki Ikoyi to Oshodi. I want to say that the people of Lagos are going to be very proud. And I just say this because in every part of the world, places where you have crowd are always the most beautiful spots. Places like Stratford, places like Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Circus in London. In Nigeria, places where you have crowd are always the dirtiest and the most disorganized. See, this narrative is what we are changing today. So it has become history. Oshodi that we used to know is never going to be known anymore. It's going to now be seen as a center of commerce, center of transport, center of excellence, and I want to welcome Mr. President to this facility. Thank you all, and God bless.
Mr. Otuola, Managing Director, CEO, Planet Project. Let's put our hands together for him one more time. Thank you very much. You did so well that I should warn you to maintain your lane. Oh. Thank you very much. About 4 years ago, a man came into office in Lagos. He was a dreamer, still is a dreamer. He dared to dream new infrastructure, improved transportation, improved social services. Sir, that man has not finished. He is going higher. Why? Stop now. Don't be in a hurry. Why? The man who is his mentor has just promised, and we have voted to do what? To go to the next level with him. So everybody say Baba. Say Buhari. That's what I said. You should tell me not to forget. But this man who is also here to see that our president commissions this next level step in infrastructure renewal and development in Lagos State is none other than an astute manager of finances and public service. A round of applause for His Excellency, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, Governor of Lagos State.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellencies, the state governors here present, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, my Governor-elect, our Governor-elect, and Deputy Governor-elect, the ministers here present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the most especially the chairman of NURTW and RTEAN, who are our partners. Thank you so much. They are our partners in this new venture. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. President, may I say a big thank you on behalf of all Lagosians for your official working visit to our state. Today is very significant to us to have you here commission these 3 landmark projects because they would not have been possible without your direct influence and support. I'll come back to this later. This project, just like has been enumerated, the Oshodi Transport Interchange with its 3 terminals, the International Airport Road, and then this medium and high capacity buses, there are 820 in all. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we are witnessing the commissioning of high impact projects that have the utmost interest of our people at heart. In our promise to deliver people-oriented projects and programs, a closer look at all the projects indicate that nearly all the different pillars of our development plan as a state have been affected positively through these projects. The Institute of Maternal and Child Health at Lasut, that is the Anyike House, contributes to our health and education sectors simultaneously. The Lagos Theatre Ikeja is about our social development sector, while the Oshodi Transport Interchange and the buses come under our transport, infrastructure and commerce sectors. The Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road is an infrastructure development project. All these projects together form the thrust of our vision as a government, and the end result is to make life better for all our people, irrespective of gender, tribe, or political affiliations. Mr. President, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I have no doubt in my mind that the future prosperity of this state is secured. It is on record that our state has never had this measure of support from the federal government as we have enjoyed under your leadership, Mr. President. We believe strongly that the projects being commissioned today are our own modest contributions to the national development of Nigeria. As I said earlier, these projects would not have been possible without Mr. President and his quiet but impactful decision to approve and release the payments of the Paris Club refund and the refund on federal road projects incurred by the states. Mr. President, the first tranche of the Paris Club refund to states approved by Your Excellency was what we used to pay the 40% down payment for the 820 buses that you see here today. We are very grateful, Mr. President. It may also interest you to know, sir, that our second tranche of the Paris Club refund, in addition to the refund by the federal government on federal road projects executed by states, are the resources we have applied to the construction of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road and this First in Africa Transport Interchange. This is our report card. We have used your approval and releases judiciously because we believe strongly in you, in your leadership, and in your vision for our country. This is our modest contribution to the growth and development of our state and to the country in general. We have, in the last 4 years, invested so much in strengthening the social and physical infrastructure base of the state economy. The dividends of these efforts are becoming manifest in all sectors of the economy. With the completion of these projects and given the level of commitment of the next administration, as well as the continuous support of the federal government, I am assured that the immediate and the future prospects of our state is very bright. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, these projects are ready to go fully operational to serve the needs of Nigerians. The Murtala Mohammed Airport Road and the U-turn flyover at the Ajao Estate exit will be opened for public use immediately. The other two flyovers will be opened for use from the 10th of May after the quality assurance work has been completed. Of the 3 terminals of the Oshodi Transport Interchange, Terminal 3 will become fully operational from the 1st of May, while Terminals 1 and 2 will become operational before the end of May. Mr. President, Lagos State will continue to support your aspirations to move Nigeria to the next level. The business community in this state are desirous of partnering with your government in moving our economy forward. On behalf of the good people of Lagos State, I thank you again for honoring us with your presence, and I invite Your Excellency to commission this project, which you have made possible. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Shall we put our hands together one more time for Governor Akinwumi Ambode, please? Round of applause for him. Now, very shortly, our president will address us, but I need to let you know that immediately after his address, these officers will accompany him on the visit to the display there. That's where the buses are, where he will commission the buses and then get in a bus ride to look at the entire facility. All state governors and the deputy governor of Edo State who are here, the governor-elect and deputy governor-elect of Lagos State, managing director of Planet Projects Limited, and of course, all presidential aides. Who fit stop una now? That one goes without saying. Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, as he addresses us.
Yeah, please sit down. Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Your Excellency, the Governors of Adamawa, Ekiti, Ogun, and Oyo States, Deputy Governors past and present, Governor-elect Lagos State, senior government officials, captains of industry, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be here today to commission 3 key projects that reflect the drive and success of our administration as we pursue policies and programs that will positively impact on our citizens. The new Oshodi Transport Interchange, the mass transit medium and the high-capacity public buses, and the reconstructed Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road by Lagos State Government clearly demonstrate the need to continue to provide high-impact projects for the development of infrastructure and opportunities for job creation at all levels. Just as this transport interchange with 3 different terminals is going to change the face of public transportation, the mass transit buses, totaling 820, will also move the people of Lagos State in a more comfortable and more efficient manner. These projects by Lagos State are perfectly aligned with the efforts of the federal government to improve the country's infrastructure, especially in the transport sector. To complement the Oshodi Transport Interchange, the federal government has recently approved the reconstruction of the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway up to Oworunski and the old toll gate, which was last attended to 40 years ago. We have recently commissioned the new international airport terminals in Port Harcourt and Abuja, as well as the rail lines from Abuja to Kaduna. The Lagos to Ibadan rail line is under construction. Our government will continue to prioritize high-impact infrastructure, which will vastly improve the lives of our people. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this is my record, my second working visit to Lagos State within a span of 1 year. I was also here in February to solicit for your votes. I thank you for supporting me. Earlier this morning, I commissioned Ayinde House at the Institute of Maternal and Child Health and also the Lagos Theatre in Oregon. Your Governor, Akinwumi Ambode, has performed satisfactorily, and we should all commend him for his contributions to the growth and development of Lagos State. I want to once again thank all the people of Lagos State for their support for our government and our party. It is therefore with great pleasure that I commission the new Oshodi Transport Interchange, the mass transit buses, and the Murtala Mohammed International Airport Road. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yes, sir. We will proceed now, sir, to cut the tape, get a bus ride, and then unveil the plaque. Yeah. Thank you.
His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari just commending Governor Ambode, giving him a big pass mark for this laudable project, the Oshodi Transport Interchange, which features waiting areas, loading bay and ticketing stand, driver's lounge, parking areas and restroom. Here we see Mr. President going into one of the buses to have a feel of what Lagosians will be experiencing in the next couple of years. And in the background, women who have come out to support this laudable project. We have heard from the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Adebowale Akinsoya. We've also had briefs from project contractors and the man of the moment, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, the governor of Lagos State, for embarking on this project, which we hear is to the tune of $70 million. And other features we have heard that make up this Oshodi Transport Interchange, the parking areas and restrooms. So we know that Lagosians will not have to defecate around anyhow when they are in this terminal. There are accessible walkways and pedestrian bridges, skywalks to link all three terminals, bus lanes, laybys, and so on. Other features are the green parks to soften the environment. And for a truth, once you're here, you feel the atmosphere, you just see the beauty of this gigantic project, and you will know that Lagos is for sure, definitely. Mr. President, in one of the 820 mass transit buses, taking a ride around the terminal to see exactly what Governor Ambode has done. It will interest us to know that this project took just under 2 years, you know, to get to this level. And this is where Mr. President will alight the bus and cut the tape to formally, officially inaugurate the Oshodi Transport Interchange. Additional works were actually done on this place, resurfacing of existing road Terminal 1, landscaping to improve the aesthetics, external mechanical installation to encourage park and ride and use of taxis. And the way this terminal is built, it's more or less a tourist attraction. If we're right about now, we're seeing a lot of people taking pictures, enjoying what they are seeing here, the escalator, you know, they're going up and down, and some are wondering how buses can just drive up to the 3rd floor. You know, it is indeed something. It's a little London here in Oshodi. And we know what Oshodi used to be. It used to be an area where a lot of people dreaded coming to. But right now, Oshodi is now a center of excellence. When you come to this area, this bus terminal, you will indeed appreciate what Governor Akinwumi Ambode, you know, has done. Earlier, we told you that Mr. President was at the Institute of Maternal and Child Health and Care House at Ikeja. And the facilities will be training more medical students, resident doctors in obstetrics, gynecology, neonatology, obstetric, anesthesia, and radiology. And for the service provision, the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology has been divided into 5 subspecialities. Of course, they have the in vitro fertilization, IVF units there in the hospital, internet facilities at the center, sending x-rays abroad for interpretation if the need arises, and the center will use the practice of telemedicine, where telecommunication and information technology will be used to provide clinical health care at a distance. Mr. President alighting from the bus, and he will soon be cutting the tape to formally inaugurate the Oshodi transport interchange. And quickly, he was also at the Lagos Theatre, Oregon. And Ambode had said that this, of course, is in line with his administration's promise to make tourism, hospitality, entertainment, and the arts, together with sports, the centerpiece of our development agenda for youths in Lagos State. The Lagos State government initiative will no doubt bring theatre experience closer to the people across the state, and it is generating positive excitement. We know that Lagos State is the hub for entertainment, and with this additional theatre renovated by Governor Ambode's administration, we will have a lot of entertainment going on. This has been replicated at Igondo, Ekpe, and Badagry in its first phase, and it will definitely expand arts and performance spaces in Lagos and promote a thriving creative economy within the communities where these projects are located. Thousands of Lagosians are out here wanting to catch a glimpse of Mr. President, the #1 citizen right here. He is on a one-day working visit, and after this Oshodi transport interchange, his final assignment in Lagos State, the 24th day of April 2019, will be the commissioning, the inauguration, I beg your pardon, of the International Airport Road that boasts of a 10-lane route. This is one of the bridges we are seeing on our TV screens. The Skywork. We are hoping that Nigerians will come, and this place will be a sort of a recreation center, a tourist attraction, because what is seen here is indeed a replica of what we get in other developed countries. And no doubt, Mr. President said Governor Ambode has done very, very well.
In Lagos, from Third Mainland to Keja, no more traffic. He and Oworo, Alapere, he don't settle. Business business for Lagos. See boys say hammer for Lagos. Yes they walk, oh yes they jump. No place like Lagos. And no place like Lagos. Beautiful city. And no place like Lagos. Beautiful people. And no place like Lagos. Beautiful city. Beautiful Lagos. Okoro, come to Lagos. I go carry you past Ojudu.
Now talking about the bus, 820 mass transit buses were purchased by the Ambode's administration to ease transportation in the state. We know what transportation means to Lagosians. Every day, thousands of people are seen at bus bus stops waiting for transport to their various destinations. And in response to the huge transportation challenges and with a determination to optimize the potential of the state as a mega city, Lagos State government reformed the Lagos Bus Program. The program aims to strategically restructure the bus public transport sector by introducing 5,000 modern, safe, user-friendly and air-conditioned buses into service over a 3-year period across 5 strategic transport zones, starting from the Ikeja zone. And it will interest us to know that Oshodi is one. There is another huge bus terminus at Yaba, and of course the one at Ikeja, close to the airport. All these 5 projects has brought Mr. President to Lagos State despite his very tight schedule. And I know that Lagosians are happy indeed that even in the healthcare and entertainment and of course transportation and traveling, people will be at ease while in Lagos. And this is where we want to say a very big thank you for being part of this outside broadcast transmission. We reached you on the Nigerian Television Authority, the largest TV network in Africa. Thank you for staying with us.
NTA, you can't beat the reach.
Issues in the sports sector remain one of the most debated among Nigerians due to the passion, followership, government involvement, impact on Nigeria's external image and our national life in the sports parliament. The NTA offers Nigerians deep views on issues with experts in the sports sector, offering in-depth analysis, hindsight, insight and foresight towards elevating Nigerian sports to the zenith on the floor of the sports parliament. Sports Parliament, a unique platform for sports discussions, showing live on the NTA. Keep a date with the parliamentarians.
The eyes have it.
Imagine a station where you access information. Think of a station that creates awareness for national development. Imagine a station that prepares you for a bright and greater future. A station for all ages. Documentaries, classroom and television, events coverage, children's programs and variety shows. Always stay tuned to NTA Knowledge on the StarTimes platform, channel 359. For partnership, sponsorship and advert placements, contact us on NTA Knowledge. NTA Knowledge, learning to broaden horizon.
If you hear a bomb explosion or gunshots of an active shooter, that might be a terror attack. At such times, always remember 3 action words: run, hide, report. Don't try to run towards the terror scene to save the situation, because there might be a second bomb blast or another attack. Run far away and take cover. Make sure you are safe first. Yes, it is in our nature to sympathize over the hurt, but remember, only trained personnel can help in such situations. When in a secured environment, promptly call relevant authorities and help will come. For anonymous reporting, call 09630-3250-5 or 0813-2222-106. If you see something, say something. Nigeria unite against terrorism. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
I am not presenting a fashion show here, but I simply would like to say that we must accept to live the African way. It's been the only way to live in freedom and in dignity.
Je vous remercie, Monsieur le Président. La patrie ou la mort, nous vaincrons.
Visionary, selflessness, love for our people and fatherland. These attributes of a true leader are difficult to find at this time. Africa and indeed Nigeria have been at thresholds of history. The quality of leadership at these times has often determined the narratives of such historical moments. The big question, therefore, has always been, who is a true leader?
A proper leader should be a Nigerian that is truly Nigerian. A Nigerian that will not only lead Nigeria, somebody who can also lead Africa. Because Nigeria and the Community of Nations is not an ordinary country. Most of the African countries look towards Nigeria for leadership.
The noble efforts of patriots in pre-independent Nigeria have been well documented. They represented the finest of Nigeria's history and reference point for character development.
We must ensure that in an independent Nigeria, individual citizens throughout the land enjoy liberty, human dignity, and equality under the law. There must be one Nigeria with one constitution and one law for all. Let us therefore, Mr. Chairman, sir, close our ears to the counsel of despair, which says that we cannot here at this conference agree on a constitution.
Nigerians always see their leader as if just Nigerian leader. They don't know how we are seen outside. And if we are able to get the right person who understands the situation, understands Nigerians, who is not greedy, somebody who is ready to sacrifice. Because for a country